The Friends of Hurricane Creek would like to take this time to welcome back University of Alabama students. For many years now, the Friends of Hurricane Creek have welcomed students back with outdoor service learning projects. This year won't be any different. In years past, we provided such projects as litter removal, invasive species removal, and just general grooming of the campground and creek banks. This year, we have a lot more to do, and we welcome our students back with open arms. Without the University of Alabama and the outdoor action groups that come and help us, there's no way we could accomplish the monumental task of cleaning out Hurricane Creek. This year, the Outdoor Action Group sent volunteers by the van loads to help us under the supervision of Mr. Randy McCready. Randy lost everything in the tornado, and he fully understands the need to engage these students as well as the community in the restoration of this treasure, Hurricane Creek. We concentrated on cleaning up the swimming hole at Watson Bend. One group worked on removing the small limbs and other debris from the swimming hole, while another group took the canoes upstream to bring down a load of metal that was blown in during the tornado. Russell Freeman makes a final cut on a large white oak tree, which was the last obstacle in the swimming hole. Once this is removed, we can start lifting the metal out of the creek safely. With all the kids at a safe distance, we pull this last obstacle from the creek. After this flawless lift, the swimming hole and loading area was cleaned out enough that we could start bringing in the boatloads of metal debris and haul it out of the creek the same way. It looked like our process was working like a well-oiled machine at this point, and the kids were having a ball. The metal you see coming out of the creek in these bundles was blown in by the tornado. It came from metal roofs, metal shop buildings, lawnmowers, patio furniture, all sorts of debris that was pushed in by the tornado. Friends of Hurricane Creek, by removing this metal, intend to sell it for scrap and use the money to fund future cleanups on the creek. Russell Freeman makes one more check for safety on the rigging, and we're ready to go. As I ease forward on the tractor, it pulls the rope tight that's attached to the bluff on the far side, and in return lifts the bundle high into the air. Once it reaches a certain level, gravity takes over and slides the bundle on pulleys down the rope toward the campground. With minimal effort, one person with a tagline is able to walk along in front of it and safely pull the metal into the campground where it can be loaded and hauled out for scrap. There you have it, folks, the first full load of scrap metal hauled out of Hurricane Creek using all volunteers and a single rope attached to the bluff above. Later that day, the media showed up to interview the volunteers. I thought all of them did a great job with the interviews and represented the project very well. I was impressed with not only how they worked, but how they represented to the public what the project was about and how to get involved. When the interviews were over, we took the TV crew down to the creek bank and put on a show for them, pulling the metal out of the creek one more time with a flawless effort. I have a terrible habit of calling these students kids, when in fact they're young adults who come to us with a great sense of responsibility, a good work ethic, and an energy that far surpasses any hired help we could bring to this project. Hats off to the University of Alabama and all the volunteers they supply this group every year for our efforts.
Fight on, fight on, fight on! Man, you get this football pride, Crimson Tide! Yeah!
At the end of the day, we had pulled nearly a ton of metal out of the creek using these volunteers. To the parents of these students, I offer a hearty congratulations on raising such civic-minded young individuals. Of all the projects they could have chosen, it was their idea to come to Hurricane Creek and help us out.